Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Netters Network, where we're going to be watching Happy Accidents this evening for our rewatch. And I saw this movie years ago, and I love the quirkiness and the puzzle within that D'Onofrio's character had to solve. And of course, all the clues lead to a misunderstanding because, well, they always do. This was actually rated 71% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy the movie as much as I did. Now, I know Al has never seen the movie, but I believe Troy has. Is that right?
Correct. Never seen it. Don't know anything about it. Didn't even read up the story on Wikipedia because sometimes it's kind of fun when you have a film like this. That's you enjoy the ride sometimes,
And for me, the reason that I saw it was specifically because Nanette introduced me to it. She liked it. She thought I would like it, and it made it onto my list of really good science fiction films. Not just science fiction films, specifically time travel stories. This I think is very much in keeping with that whole lake house theme, where it's the time travel is the framing element, but the love story within it is really the focus. And we'll talk about both of those as we go through.
Mm-hmm. And one of the things I want to start off with is this is the actual review that Roger Ebert had put out. Now, I'm only reading a paragraph of it because it kind of gives a synopsis of the story, and that's the only reason why I'm reading this bit. So, Sam tells Ruby he has traveled in time from May 8th, 2439, starting in Dubuque, Iowa, on the Atlantic coast. Now, guys have used weird pickup lines, and Ruby has heard them. She's a fixer. An emotional codependent who seems to attract losers, the needy and the fetishes. In some ways, Sam is the most normal guy she's ever dated. Happy Accidents is their love story.
Yep.
I just thought that was cute.
So everybody kind of...
If he's the most normal guy she's ever dated, wow.
Well.
So everybody kind of gets what we're getting into. If you don't already have a copy of it or have obtained it off the high seas, it's available on Amazon Prime for rent. It's also available with the subscription to Sling TV. Those of you that might sling, so to speak.
Do you like the sling?
But yeah, so romantic comedy, time travel story, kind of like the Lake House. Mm-hmm. More focused on the love story than the comedy, and the sci-fi is a secondary framing sequence. As I was telling Al behind the screen earlier, there is a major Doctor Who Easter egg in here that I'll point out to you all when we get to it. In fact, it's a recurring theme. It's clear that the person that wrote this was a Doctor Who fan.
Well, I'd like to say hello to the chat. I see Troy had actually made a comment to Melissa that she's going to be here later. Professor Geek said he's always first. Of course you are, Prof. Casey Scott says, hey. Wolf 10 Media, he says, hey, everyone. I said, hey, Wolfie, how you doing? Metanui almost mistook this for Twilight and left immediately. No. I would never, ever show that film. Sir Torin says that he's having a good day. I'm on a slower computer today, so I apologize for any hiccups here. In fact, my normal laptop has kind of given up the ghost and given me errors, so I'm on a backtop laptop that is super slow. So if this thing conks out on me, Troy's going to take over. I'm just warning you beforehand that I might disappear. Okay. So let's see. Casey Scott, Sir Torin, Melissa. So Melissa is here. And did I miss anybody? Because
say hi to Metanui?
Hi, Metanui. I think I got everybody. If I miss you, I'm sorry, but say another hello so I can make sure I get you. I do say I only have 5 thumbs up, but there's 8 watching, so I'd appreciate those extra thumbs up if you wouldn't mind.
What's going on with you other 3?
Sir Tor Gay says Ron Swanson and Tammy 2 making us all uncomfortable. The sling commercials they do.
Right? Yeah, those are very uncomfortable commercials, but
but they are a very happily married couple in real life.
Are they really? I didn't even realize that.
Yes, they are. That's how she kind of got the job.
And are they into slinging? No, I don't want to know the answer. I don't even want to know how you interpret the question.
Yeah.
That is such a creepy commercial. Mm-hmm. Well, before we get started, Al, how's Mama doing?
She's doing all right. sore shoulder and wants some ice cream. That was kind of today's theme. Uh, so yeah, she may be released later this coming week.
Good.
Awesome.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, there's a lot up in the air with stuff, but we'll see what happens.
Is she able to get up on her own?
She could use a walker.
Okay.
She could. She's been walking up and down the hallway, and I think that's what's making her shoulder sore, because she's not used to doing that for as much.
Sure.
So the pressure on her shoulder is kind of, I think, just aggravating an already bad situation. A bad shoulder anyway. So
sure.
Yeah, when you're older and you have arthritis and fibromyalgia, and things start flaring up, pain is your constant companion.
Yeah, I guess
Trust
so.
me.
Oh, I just saw Aged Boomer in the stream. Hi, Aged Boomer. How you doing tonight? And Professor Geek is here. He's in the house. So is Alyssa with you, Professor?
No, he doesn't have her tonight, he said, I think, on his show. He's got twisted. That's why he did his little live stream.
Gotcha.
Well, then, Prof, if you want to join, just, I can send you the link and you can join us.
Absolutely. We'd love to have you, especially in case the net drops out. We need to fill dead air.
Sweetie, would you mind being my copy paster and send that over to him?
Actually, I guess I could do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All I have to do is copy it.
He says, no change of plans. I'm just doing schoolwork.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you decide to play hooky, I'll send you the link anyway. Rewatch crew. There you go. In fact, I'm putting it in the chat so that if Sound Engraver wants to join us, she can too. Cool. I don't think she's even listening though tonight. That's why I'm eating popcorn. So on all the rest of you. and just as I said that, I saw that Mr. Matchstick said, got to set up the popcorn and everything quick. Oh, Wolfie, thanks so much. Yeah, hit those likes, dang it. Specifically for Monticelli.
Yeah, okay, now I'm getting a little more echo on you there.
Because I got too loud. Sorry. Yeah. I'll rein it in. There. Okay, I'm better.
Use your inside voice.
All right. So we getting about there? We're about ready to get started?
Yep, and we're starting.
We're starting at the 20-second mark.
Oh, yeah, good point. So if you're on the DVD, there's different DVD versions out there from what I understand. And mine is bare bones. I literally start 0-0 right at the blue screen with the beach and the moon in the sky, whereas Al and Eder were saying that their versions have some
it has the
studio
MGMI
information and whatnot before.
Yeah.
So I was suggesting we all start right from the fade into the seaside. So it's either 20 seconds or 0 seconds, depending on what version you have.
Okay. And my computer's acting a little quirky. So if everyone's ready, why don't we start the countdown? The usual 3, 2, 1, start, and then we'll go. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, begin. And the first thing you should be seeing is an ocean with a moon over it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Independent Film Channel Productions presents an accidental production of a Brad Anderson.
It always amuses me when they do a production company name around the film.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that ever happens with that production company, unless you're a Happy Gilmore production, because then everything he does is Happy Gilmore production.
Well, and I know this was an independent film, so I'm not even sure that they did anything else after this.
Mhm.
I don't know most of the names involved in this.
Oh wow, Cara Buono's in this.
And Anthony Michael Hall.
And Anthony
Yeah.
Michael Hall.
So I
Cara
know
Buono
the actors and actresses. I don't know any of the
from Stranger Things.
Mhm.
The mom of some of them.
And when this first opened, you saw everything was going backwards, and then it started going forward again.
Mhm.
Kind of establishing the whole timey-wimey thing.
Right, but he's coming back from the future, or coming from the future, not from the past.
True.
Now, is he, or is that just yes?
It's a good question. And that I don't want to say too much about that just yet, because it's entirely possible that he's crazy and he's not really from the future and you don't know what to believe.
She is so beautiful.
And he is so young here with
Mhm.
hair.
I mean, look at him. I'm so
Yeah.
used to seeing him as Kingpin.
Right?
I'm so used to seeing him as Gorn on what was it, the crime show.
Law and Order, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has not changed though. I mean, that's what's crazy.
Yeah. She has aged. She looks, I remember seeing her on like A Different World or something. And yeah, she looks almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
You recognize the therapist?
Holland Taylor.
Yep.
All kinds of different shows and things like that. I remember.
I think she's trying to look like Dr. Joyce Brothers because she's got the same hairstyle and all that in the way she's sitting.
So, narrative method for telling this story is also kind of out of order, you know? So, again, playing with time.
Right. So now this is all flashback.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Zippity-yay, my old... Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, this is some pretty trippy stuff. So, I mean, she's up for it. Yeah, Wolf Den Media is saying that when he sees D'Onofrio, he sees him as Private Pile. I said, yeah, and Annette hasn't seen Full Metal Jacket. We were going to watch it one time. I was like, I'm not sure you really want to see this, because she really likes Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah. Well, like so, first time I really like remember him is from Men in Black.
Oh yeah.
But I just, because he was just so good as Kingpin.
Yeah.
Now, in that scene, she just lost her job because her boss felt she was speaking inappropriately to a customer on the phone and was taking too much time.
One thing I'd kind of forgotten about this film, it definitely has that indie vibe, you know?
Yeah. Well, sometimes I like a good indie movie.
I'd forgotten about the language, so I'm glad Alyssa's not watching this with the prof.
Right.
Uh,
I know Wolf 10 Media says he'd forgotten that he played Edgar in Men in Black. I'll be honest with you. I'd watched the movie like 3 times, didn't even realize it was him.
yeah, yep. The X-Files.
So all the guys that they dated, that they are now exes, their pictures are in that box.
What I don't understand is why they don't do like a ritual burning of the pictures or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you notice, they're taking out a picture and they're talking about how horrible they were or how quirky or how weird. And that's their therapy. If you remember this guy, he used to do da 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 da,
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Oh shit! With the glove.
Show off the gun.
He was the actor, right?
I'm sorry, say again.
Was he the bad actor? The bartender?
Oh, I don't know.
No, they kind of went by me in a blur, so they weren't memorable.
Old folks are fun to listen to sometimes.
Amanda Newey says time travel's become one of his least favorite genres because they always screw it up. That is exactly why I've been doing this series on time travel. I'm trying to point out good examples of time travel.
That scene with the bridge, I wonder if that's the same place they did Awakenings.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie, yeah. I don't even remember.
I remember them having a bridge in the background kind of thing.
One of my contentions regarding time travel films is that it is fiction. We have never directly witnessed time travel. So we can speculate on what we think might be the governing laws of time travel, but in a fictional construct, you have to create those rules yourself. And that's fine to do as long as you are consistent as a storyteller. You can't have time travel work one way in one instance and differently in a different one. And once you establish those rules, it's so easy to forget what you've established. You got to be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And there are narrative ways to kind of fudge the rules a little bit. That's not necessarily a bad thing, as long as you have a good explanation for it. If you leave all the work to the viewer to come up with that themselves and fudge a reason in their own minds, that's bad storytelling, in my opinion. I also don't like the idea of time travel as the Deus Ex Machina. Let's just fix this plot point by, it's time travel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're walking down the street. He's like, something smells really good. And he goes, do you smell that? Do you smell it? She's like, I don't smell anything. And then he sniffs at her and he goes, oh, it's you. I mean, that is like so sweet,
Melissa Harris says Back to the Future and H.G. Wells' The Time Machine. I guess it's two good examples.
I would agree. I would agree. You know,
Back to the Future had one glitch.
And apparently he does not like dogs.
With Biff. When Biff came back with the book to give to young Biff, he should have gone back to an altered future, but he went back to the same one he left.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch wrong with that movie.
Yeah.
But it's such a minor one because he gets killed anyway, right?
Well, I mean, it looks like he's dying or something as it happens.
To do run, 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 to do run, run. Oh, sorry, Run movie. Wow. She's a little shocked.
Mm-hmm.
Sam D from Dubuque, Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, wait, how many languages do you speak, dude?
At least it's getting them to laugh.
Right.
Hey, put them at ease. I mean, none of them
Yeah.
speak English.
That's kind of trippy. Well, depending on what version you're looking, why don't you guys give him a timestamp? Mr. Matchstick is looking for timestamp.
I'm at 1334.
Yeah, I'm 1339, 40, 41.
Depending, I'm assuming, Mr. Matchstick, you're not on a DVD, so you probably have the same version they do.
Whoa, going backwards.
Yep.
Yep.
Polka time.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little ahead of us, sweetie.
I'm sorry, I'm not. Do you want me to pause it? I mean, how far ahead are you? You can see my screen.
She just
On my screen, she just buzzed him in.
yeah.
Okay, I'll pause. Tell me when.
Okay.
Polka time.
Now we got polka time. Now he's having trouble with the record player. Now.
Okay.
You said they were warmer?
Oh, actually, I told you now too soon. You're still about 3 seconds ahead of me.
I like this. Man, Mr. Master Kingpin looks off with hair. I know. He is so young.
So thin.
Professor Geek, something smells really good in here. And Agent Boomer says, "Is it pizza?"
What a life it must be to have someone just totally enjoying something and have her be like, "Are you on something?"
Yeah. Well, you should know what that's like, right?
I know not everybody's like, Mr. Pessimistic about everything. Last few weeks are testing me, and I'm sure there are tests ahead. But
I thought you could show me how to court you. That's a super cute dress she's wearing.
mm-hmm.
And Sandra Gray, if you're watching, that's her real hair.
Oh gosh. Well, even if she's not watching, she may catch it later. Even Professor Geek says, "Oh, it's Al." Someone's going to get hurt. Wow. They went from dancing to dancing.
And fight dancing, apparently. She's punching him.
Mm-hmm.
I actually had forgotten about the psychiatrist character. That's kind of important to the framing now that I think about it.
Now his tattoo, did it say something, or were that
It
were
was
they
a
numbers?
barcode with numbers.
Just barcode with numbers, yeah.
They were just numbers. Okay, I
Yep.
couldn't quite tell.
Well, Ted Mead is suggesting we do a rewatch of West Side Story. I've been wanting to do some musicals. I'd really like to do that in conjunction with Sound Engraver if she's interested.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally a man thing. But God, she is so hot like that. With that little top and the little midriff thing
I
happening.
was kind of thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Don't say it. Don't say it, Al.
What?
You'll see it in a second.
Are you talking about the feet?
Yeah.
So the relationship is progressing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to live in the past.
I said, honey, you're still about 3 or 4 seconds ahead of me.
I'll pause it again. Are they jogging yet?
Nope. She just
No.
got the pizza or the food or whatever it was.
A bag of food.
As soon as I see him jogging on my screen, I'll tell you. Go. A lot of people are afraid of dogs.
I mean, it can be a legit fear if you know. I've seen her friend before in something.
If it doesn't happen during sex, don't worry about it.
It's rotten because I do now see Aunt May every time I look at her. It's messed up.
Well, at least she doesn't look like Peter Parker.
Kind of gives you a new respect for Uncle Ben.
Right? I'm going to chant some psychobabble.
And I'm going to let you take over because I didn't get to go potty before the stream. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
TMI.
No pun intended.
And look, I get it. You know, she's had bad experiences in the past, so she's guarded. I know, I've been there.
That's a dumb hiding place. If you're trying to hide something from somebody.
Yeah, this looks weird.
And here's where some of the clues start coming in of something he has to do. And of course, she doesn't understand it. And no matter how he tries to explain, it's always going to come out wrong.
That is kind of weird, though.
Now, but in fairness, she is kind of jumping the gun. She's making a whole lot of crazy assumptions.
Mm-hmm.
Those aren't roses.
They're carnations.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Those are my favorite flower.
Oh.
Agent Boomer, I don't think I've ever seen Safety Not Guaranteed.
Oh gosh.
Now, is he like seriously disturbed, or is he keeping a secret?
Well, he's keeping a secret, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. This isn't going to make things better. What do you mean, my Dubuque? I've never been to Dubuque. Yeah. So, big revelation. He's from the future, or at least he believes he is.
I like the little ding, the little ding sound they did.
Yeah, not the reaction you're expecting.
I don't think she's upset. She thinks you're a nutcase.
On the Atlantic, I gotta say the ice cap melting.
I'll tell you something. If this is delusion, it is a
Intricate.
elaborate delusion.
You know, Caccetti goes, my parents did things the old way. Basically, when they were going to have a child, they had sex instead of like cloning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Well, nothing like having focus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess that would be a bit much to take. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, those are pictures of her. You could tell. I mean, it's actually good enough that you can tell it's her. Actually, I thought the drawings were pretty good.
Mhm.
Mr. Matchstick said, "This is Kingpin's years of getting really high before creating his criminal empire."
Okay, that one she had a mustache.
So this is another one of those stories where he falls in love with a picture. He travels back through time for her.
Mhm.
Makes you think of the Terminator. Makes you think of Somewhere in Time.
He's not very good at drawing mouths.
You know, I really don't want to talk about this when we're supposed to be meeting my parents.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm going to remember that.
But he told her everything.
Right. So maybe you should just stop talking when there's other people around, maybe? That kind of would violate the protocol, too. The Atlantic Coast.
Let's look at this film's 20 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and you can see every bit of it in Vincent D'Onofrio, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me. I was going to say, how do you stay scared of a dog that leaps up in your lap?
Yeah. If it's in your lap, it could eat your face.
Right? Yeah, I'm not a big dog person. Although I suppose if it was my own dog, I wouldn't mind it. But other people's dogs, it's like, nope, keep it away from me.
I don't know. I guess I just have a hard time being scared of something that's small enough for me to, like, step on or something.
Marvin.
The father looks familiar, but I can't quite place him.
He's done all kinds of stuff. I remember the first time I ever really noticed him, he was playing Ripley for Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Mm-hmm.
And it was I think it was a show about him.
Mr. Matrix says, any chance for a Daredevil rewatch?
Which one?
You mean the Netflix series?
The Netflix one? I don't know.
Yeah, that would be pretty disorienting.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. I don't like the backwardsy stuff. And I really don't like watching people eat. I think it's the grossest thing.
Okay, am I ahead of you guys again?
Yeah.
All right. I'm pausing again.
He just watched all the food come backwards out of people's mouths and got it from the table to go wash his face.
All right, let me know when he's in bed. Okay, Mr. Magic, which one's the good one? I mean, there was the Ben Affleck movie, which I don't think anyone considers to be the good one. And then there's the TV series on Netflix. Well, okay, then there's
Let's not forget the Incredible Hulk.
the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, but I think that's a little bit before Mr. Matchstick's time.
Okay. He's in bed. She's put a cloth on his head.
Okay.
She looks good in red.
Agent Boomer, there's something I did not need to know.
What?
I'm not reading that comment out loud. Y'all can read it.
I never would have guessed that, Agent Boomer. That's weird.
There are people into everything. Remember
Yeah,
the
but we're not going there. So we're just going to. Yep.
Remember the Fan Man show the other day, the girl that acts like a puppy.
Well, alrighty then. I'm just over here and eat my spice drops. And
Oh, I like spice drops.
we also went to the dollar store. What was funny is I got my thing of spice drops to go check out. The bag was leaking the sugar. So I'm like, well, the bag's open. I want to get another one. So Troy gets another one. That bag was open. I had to go back and get another one. I was shaking them all, make sure no sugar's coming out. I'm like, okay, this one's good. You say I just heard a pop can open. I'm like, oh, must be my husband, and it is. You know, honey, I still got Diet Squirt in the fridge for you.
That's okay. I still have this diet. Let me finish the root beer first.
No.
I hate the idea that, well, maybe he watched a lot of Star Trek as a kid, and that's why he's no. When you think time travel, I don't want you to think of Star Trek, please.
She has to answer to her therapist.
Who needs to care about the therapist? God.
So she picked up the guy at the bar.
Well, it says something about her, right? I mean, she's got her own problems with identity. She's seeing a therapist. She's more concerned what her therapist thinks and what's normal than what she really feels.
Ragu, really? There's better ones out there.
Working in the title of the movie.
Yep. Okay, looks like I'm ahead again.
She just asked him for his wallet, sweetie. So she's got her hand out. She just opened his wallet.
Parents, tell me when she gets to sister.
Okay, that's parents. Held up a picture of not your sister.
There you go.
No, waving. Okay.
The thing is, if you're going to bother listening to what you believe to be a delusion, pay attention to the details.
Mm-hmm.
He said he can't bring things from the future, so of course any picture is going to be from the past.
Look at all the product placement.
Right? Yeah, but I'll bet you that's just because it was filmed
Right.
in an actual
In a
place,
real store, yeah.
and they did not bother worrying about that.
Hey, I need some of those cleansing wipes in the next aisle.
Right? Well, that's kind of ironic. If she has a fear of intimacy and she wants to work it out, you don't work it out by pushing people away.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You ask a question, I got to answer it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot about this scene. Mm-hmm.
Mr. Mashik talking about when Thor was on the Incredible Hulk too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, talking about Thor. Remember, Vincent D'Onofrio was in Adventures in Babysitting.
Oh,
and
yeah.
was mistaken as Thor.
Mm-hmm.
It all comes around, people. It's all relevant.
And I'm 3 degrees from Kevin Bacon. Troy can explain how.
Wow. She totally has no idea what he was actually talking about. All she was focused on was the method of the story.
Yeah.
He was a really good storyteller.
Yeah, it was quite a story he was telling, too.
I was enjoying that story. Yep.
I bet he was, too. Mm. Yeah, he does.
Well, they're smoking weed, so.
Mhm.
Her friend is being a real brat here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, she's just poking the bear. That's
Right.
crummy. Please don't, she says.
She is being kind of a dick.
Yeah. Yep.
This is pretty cool.
He's moving his finger too slow to make that sound.
Well, yeah, but
Well, he's in the future. Maybe it's a different technique.
well, I am, but it doesn't change anything. Here we go.
Trippy.
Oh, you're ahead of us again, hon.
Yep. So Blintovich's second law of temporal inertia. Blintovich came up in Doctor Who a whole bunch, and he had several different theories and laws governing time travel. So it's a big part of the Doctor Who lore. And
They just mentioned it like before as you were saying it.
Because
You're
again,
ahead.
I'm getting ahead of you. Okay. I'm going to pause. Tell me when they start to sit down in front of the tree.
Okay, yeah, right now they're walking down and he's telling her about it.
But this is one of those establishing rules, okay, where you can't travel within your own lifetime. Okay, boom. So you can't possibly affect your own lifetime, but you can go farther back than that. And the
Okay, she put it down.
and the temporal inertial part being that anything you do far enough back is going to be mitigated and not matter by the time you get to your own time. So in other words, you can't really change anything. This is one of those closed loop non-paradoxes. Basically, it's kind of a rewording of the Novikov self-consistency principle, which is actually real world theorem.
Oh man, sorry. Woo. Whoops.
Well, he told her before.
Yeah, this should not be a big shocker, right? As she refuses to take him at face value, you know.
Okay, so Missy, he did tell her those pictures were part of his backstory. They were fake.
All right.
So,
And that's the irony, right? He tells her the truth. It turns out to be the truth. She gets upset.
freaks out.
Yeah. he'd never do something like that.
Ugh.
I don't know. I think if you're
Oh.
being attacked by someone and one of you stabs him, I don't think you scream. You sigh in relief.
No, just scream. Since he's watching it all backwards, it's funny to him.
Now, here's something else too. This is the basic problems with relationships, right? It has nothing to do with the time travel. It has to do with just not being open to listening to each other.
I mean, if someone's having is like this, but they're not harming anyone,
Exactly.
let's leave them alone. It's Santa Claus and Miracle on 34th Street all over again.
Well, and the fact is that a lot of these kinds of, in quotes, delusions are really just defense mechanisms.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what is it you're protecting yourself from?
Uh-oh.
Well, ow.
How many times is she going to kick him out?
Okay, that's a little abusive.
was good. That was
good. Ooh.
Ooh. Well, hammer to his forehead.
Okay, let me know when you see his eye.
He's got a cloth over his eye right now. She's apologizing. He just took the cloth down, but hold on. Okay, now probably.
Okay.
Oh, sound engraver in the house.
Hey, how you doing, Sound
Sound
Engraver?
engraver. Yeah, I hope you're having a terrific weekend too, Sound Engraver. We were just talking about how whether or not people are insane or whether or not they've traveled in time, in order to have a successful relationship, you've got to have good communication.
Melissa Harris says, "Do the Santa Claus 3 rewatch? It has time travel."
I'm not eating any more, Sound Engraver. I'm done with my popcorn and I'm done with my cherries.
And I haven't been eating my spice drops for some time, so not sure what you're hearing.
I love this. I just noticed. Yeah, thinking of sound engraver. There's this background piano
Oh, you mean in the movie?
throughout the scene. Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty subtle.
Mm-hmm. The Jew for Jesus. I like that.
I wonder if, as she tells a story like this, if she's interpreting it, trying to think what the reality is behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of taking it at face value, she's trying to determine what really happened.
Right.
And again, if someone tells you you're going to die on a certain day, because I'm from the future and I know this, okay, kind of take it at face value until the day passes. You know, just feel on the safe side. I'm just saying. Doesn't hurt anything.
And all those scribbles he's been putting on his notepad, those different names, are important.
This therapist is giving me a weird vibe.
She should be. I'm glad you're picking up on that. But this is what I was getting to. This is what you would think she would be trying to do. Try to rationalize his delusion in terms of what may have really happened.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing paper crinkling.
What?
I'm hearing somebody crinkling paper.
It's not me, I promise.
I think it's delusion.
Oh, shit.
Are you crushing another water bottle?
I'm a couple of fig Newtons. Excuse me.
Oh, no problem. I don't have any
Are
issue
they
at
near
all.
fig Newtons or far fig Newtons? Sorry.
Ha 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 ha.
They're nice, quiet food.
Have you ever had apple Newtons?
Yes,
Those are good too.
and raspberry.
I did not know those existed.
Used to. I don't know if they stop.
They do exist.
Seriously, honey, you're looking up cookies while listening to my live stream?
Also available at 3 stores in your area.
This is what I have to deal with, people.
Ruby.
Anthony Michael Hall playing himself.
He's the artist, I think. He is one of those stars that he wasn't all that to look at when he was younger, but now that he's grown up, it's like, wow, what happened?
Yeah, it's like, and it happened overnight. Like, it almost, he goes from like skinny nerd to like
Hot.
jock.
Yeah.
You know what? He should really not be allowed to drink. That's improv. That's sad.
What? I think you're ahead again.
Probably. You'll get there. Okay.
Yeah, and I thought he was just talking about gene dupes.
Let me know when she asks why he came back to the past. Sound Engraver, did you hit the like? You came in later and we're still looking for 2 more likes.
She just asked him why he came back.
Okay. The future isn't what it used to be.
Yep.
Actually, you know, Anthony Michael Hall is making an excellent point. Even if you don't believe this, even if you just think it's improv, he's kind of saying this guy's being a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. No, you go Serbian.
Yeah, so you're a pompous jerk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and assuming that what he's saying is true, you're getting a degree in physics that are 400 years out of date
Mm-hmm.
for him. Interesting. The so-called sane guy is the one that attacked. Just an observation. He'll die again. Wow. So even if he's crazy, I'd say that's a pretty decent way of dealing with it. All I gotta do is say that you love me.
Apparently, there's a side discussion about some games, and Age Boomer's like, I'm scratching my head trying to find the secret entrance to the castle. My first thought was wall chicken.
Well, yeah, where's the wall chicken? Find that first. Wow. There's a lot of passion there. You got to give him that much.
Well, you wouldn't wake up dead.
Now that music that was just playing sounded like Combustible Edison to me.
It's kind of catchy. I like it.
He is like messed up. It was a cute little dog.
Yeah. He said, no, well, Chickabee ran into a talking hamster.
Are you playing a video game or are you like taking some drugs, man? Jeez. Shot him, Merlot.
Oh, yeah, you're slightly ahead of us again.
Oh. I like to play Freebird in the background. Ugh.
So apparently this is the guy who's going to be driving the car that's responsible for her death.
Whoa.
Now, see, if I was him, instead of beating the crap out of the guy, I'd have slashed his tires. You know, slash his tires. He can't drive. Problem solved for sure.
It's like, take the day off. Don't drive.
Now, he's busted up the guy's eye. What if that's the reason that he has an accident now? See?
Mm-hmm. Your mother's played by Tova Felchu. Always love that name. Tova Felchu.
Now, I wonder if this line of dialogue was intentional or just a mistake. She remembers the day that her husband quit drinking. She gives the date and then she said it was a Tuesday. Actually, if you look that date up, it was a Saturday. So I don't know if that's just an accident or if
I'm sure it was
or is it a commentary on how well do you really remember things, you know? But that would assume that somebody sitting in a theater watching this would know, you know, what day of the week that date was. So
yeah, because back in 2000, I don't really think they considered someone looking
it up on the internet, yeah,
in this little movie to find out if they were actually right about that one.
Like me watching it on DVD on my computer. Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah. And that does kind of sum it up, doesn't it? I mean, leave it to mom to have the wisdom to cut through all the BS.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So now she's making a decision.
Yeah. Aww.
So she could say, I believe you, but she can't say, I love you.
Bossa Nova.
You're ahead of us again, dear.
Okay, let me know when baby thought of everything. And no, folks, this isn't me just being meta, being ahead of everyone else and commentary on time travel. This is just technological goofiness.
She's thought of everything. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, just let it go. That's not a big deal. It's not a delusion, obviously. That is a bossa nova.
He's such a dork.
He's adorkable.
Do either one of them know how to do a bossa nova?
Wolf 10 Media said, Nair's Network, will you tell Troy to stop being modest with his Time Lord abilities?
I wish. Oh, I wish.
Yeah, it's weird. The DVD seems to play faster than the version I have.
Or
which
the
is not
version
on
you
DVD.
have plays slower.
Hey, it's my channel. Yours goes faster.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good point.
There you go. Well,
And
the wife has spoken.
in all fairness, you and Al probably have the same version. So
Now, don't go out of the house.
yeah, and it's really that simple. If you promise not to go out of the house, you don't go out of the house. You know, it's
Right.
just
Now,
just say.
to answer you, Troy, it does say that the movie is 110 minutes long, which is an hour 50, and that's what my version is. So I don't know.
And mine's a 145. So,
You're fast.
I guess.
The brown one.
Doesn't matter. Just stay in the house. Just stay in the house.
Yeah, you're ahead of us again.
Oh,
She's just now making the call on our end.
mhm.
Then I'm not ahead of you.
Yeah, because she literally just picked up the phone to make the call while you're actually talking to somebody on your end.
I'm not talking to anybody. I'm just sitting here watching a movie.
Mhm.
She just asked for Mr. Deed.
Mhm.
I think now if you press play, you're caught up, or we're caught up.
Mhm.
A day and a year, a day after mine and a year earlier than me.
Huh.
I'm December 1162. So
Yeah. Hmm.
Uh-oh. Ping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
it's like he's trying to get back to her so
Yeah.
hard.
Mhm.
So now they're just saying he's nuts.
And here you still don't know if he's crazy, if he really did travel through time, if time can be changed or if it can't be changed.
Oh, if this is another part of his backstory, if someone calls it number, this is
Exactly.
what they get.
Mhm.
Okay, this is bad.
Hmm.
Now she just thinks he's nuts.
And that she's
And-
just another
and
link in
just
the chain.
yeah, one among many.
Yeah.
And now she's just ticked.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That little face thing on that counter there is
A
kind
little
of
creepy. Yeah.
kind of disturbing.
And here I'm thinking about, okay, she calls his father. One of two possibilities. It really is his father and he's crazy, or it's somebody that is in on the whole time travel thing. Either way, why would you tell her that? That helps nobody.
Whoa, getting an echo.
Sorry about that. I got loud again.
And the picture that he drew with the arm around her, it's like, bum, bum, bum.
Right. Happy accident because it was a good picture of her. Yeah.
That was the picture he'd been drawing. Uh-oh. 3 and 4.
Yep. Yeah.
Hold on, you're ahead of us, sweetie. We're almost to where you're at. Hold on.
Christy.
There. You can go, sweetie. And Delancey.
Delancey.
He kept writing down. So now he's at Christine Delancey.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And there's a taxi driver.
With the messed up eye that
Mhm.
hurts. Yeah. Cause and effect. Well, the whole movie is a temporal loop, sound engraver. Yes, I suppose I am.
So he saw it, but it actually did go backwards.
Yep. He's got a lot of nerve. He's the one who ran the light.
Yeah. Sound engraver said, I'm working on a sobering piece of music right now. Whatever comes out of y'all mouth sound profound.
Well, good. That was the intent.
Because see, the names she was writing down was really important because that saved her life.
Yep.
And now he just changed her future.
Well, yeah, I was just responding to the film and what I suspected people were thinking at that given time. And you see, we're closing out with the same scene that we started with on the beach with the moon and so forth.
His future too. Close the loop. Or skips
Now
the
this is crucial too, because this picture, this allows us to see what, there we go. And so now those things in the background we realize is the island in the background and the poles and so forth. And
the pole with the rock.
exactly. Yeah. And so it was actually his hand in that picture that he sees. See?
Okay, so what'd you think, Al?
That's pretty cool. It's pretty wild.
Yeah. See, very, very I didn't even realize it before until we saw them almost back to back. It's very much like the lake house, you know?
It's like, I'm trying to save you. Just listen to me.
Yeah,
you know?
please, just, just listen. And that's going back to what I was saying before. Strip away all the time travel, strip away all the crazy timey-wiminess. It comes down to the relationship, right? If you just listen to each other, you listen to each other, things are going to be okay. You don't listen to each other, it's going to be disaster. That's my little bit of relationship advice to all you youngins out there. Okay? All 10 of
So now, what did my stream think of the movie?
Those of you that were watching along with us, if anyone. Hope you guys did enjoy it.
And I'm still missing some thumbs up there, so come on, guys.
I am looking for 2 more from everybody. Please show us you love Nanette.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it for Nanette. for Nanette. Now I will say, like I was wondering, the one thing I would have, I wouldn't say done differently, or I'm just wondering I just have a question about when you saw time reverse
Mm-hmm.
and the car came through and it missed them the second time. Why did it miss them the second time and not the first time?
Because it looks like he I don't know. Did he do something differently that caused her to pause?
So that's why I didn't really notice it.
I mean, that was the impression that I got.
Or is it just one of those things that there's a split second of a difference after it rewound?
Well, remember he was talking earlier about parallel universes and how they're the same, but there's slight differences, but they're parallel.
Mm-hmm.
And every time something would go back in time for him, like you'd see something go backwards, when it went forward, it was just slightly off, slightly different. So this time when he made things go backwards, in this universe, she got missed by the car. In the other universe, she got hit.
And so, and that's why, and this is not one that's making it on my list. I am in no way wanting to do a rewatch of it, but if you want to see more of that, I recommend a movie called Sliding Doors. It's a Gwyneth Paltrow film.
Paltrow, yeah, I remember that.
Literally shows two different timelines and where they would intersect and cross.
It's like literally missed a bus, right, or something like that.
Whether she misses a train or not.
Train,
exactly. Yeah. One way seems to be leading to success. The other one leads to, a lot of exactly. Right. And different points in her life, how they would have converged if these alternate timelines could meet up. Not really one of my favorites as far as that kind of thing goes. I'm also not a huge Gwyneth Paltrow fan.
I love that film.
Maybe I'm just flavored by the fact that I really don't like Gwyneth Paltrow.
I mean, come on, Father Abraham.
Oh yeah, Father Abraham and many sons and Father Abraham. Head.
Heed. It was Heed.
Heed. It's the Heed. Yes,
because it was they had Scottish accents.
Yes, you're right. Okay, that is good. You're right.
Okay. Some of the most fun in that movie.
Okay, good point.
Are we talking Sliding Doors still?
Yes.
I've seen,
but we're doing it in Netter and Troy speak, so you're not necessarily meant to follow along with us.
Oh, okay. I'm the third wheel. I get it.
That's no, not intentionally. It's just she reminded me of a scene from the movie that I totally forgotten about.
Well, Tommy, yes, Mama Chai nerds out. My day has been made.
There you go. Okay, so what do we got coming up in the coming weeks? Tomorrow night.
Yes, Sunday. Anything?
Tomorrow night, yes, we actually do have something tomorrow night. Last minute decision.
What?
Let me grab the link real quick and drop it in me. So tomorrow night, there's a link. I've already got it up. Aged Boomer and I are going to do a live stream tomorrow just to talk about geek stuff. Both of us have been talking about first he was talking about how he'd really like to get in on doing a stream, but he doesn't know how any of this is done. So I said, well, let's just do a live stream together and I'll kind of walk you through the process.
Mm-hmm. Hey, if I can do it, you can do it.
Exactly. That's what I figured too. It'd be fun. And we were both talking about how although we love the noir rewatches on Tuesday, we've kind of missed the whole, grousing about, geek culture and the news lately. So I figured we just talk about some things that are going on, stuff that we've seen recently. Just, I don't know, little improv, kind of like you do in the afternoons, So that's happening tomorrow night. Monday night?
Sound Engraver?
Monday night, Sound Engraver.
I'm going to assume that Sound Engraver will be doing something, and I'm going to drop the link to her channel just to keep everyone in the loop. There we go.
And does we ever have a topic for this coming Monday?
Yeah, let us know what your topic is. By the way, the last piece of music that you dropped, Sound Engraver, I loved it. I could just listen to that on an endless loop. That was just
Was that Evergreen?
Yes, I
that was
loved it.
good. I enjoyed that. Yeah.
And in fact, what I loved was there was little elements of it. I'm like, I remember her talking about this, and seeing the what a collider. I forget what that piece of technology is called, but talking about how she
sound collider,
yeah, and how she was mixing it and stuff. I thought that was so cool. Something light, no topic yet, but there's the link to her channel. If you are not following Sound Engraver, you are missing out on great insights into music and
art.
Just some really good music, period. And then Tuesday is going to bring us.
Tuesday is the Tuesday Night Noir Rewatch with Professor Geek, and this week it is Out of the Past. Robert Mitchum, I think, is the primary star of that one. So definitely join us.
And something that I haven't done very well is I have not been keeping up with dropping the Facebook group into the chat. Guys, if you guys aren't following along in the Facebook group and you're here enjoying the chats live, you should be over on the Facebook group, because we do it all week long, chatting about different topics and sharing videos and all that kind of stuff.
That new Mandalorian and Baby Yoda Pez. That's awesome. No. I was having a little fun with that one.
And give me just a second.
Nothing Wednesday. And on Thursday night, it's the next 3 chapters in Scoundrels, because a few people have fallen behind. So we're giving a little bit of a chance to catch up with a little less to get through this week. So it's I'm not quite sure of the numbers. So, but it's the next 3. So that's what that is for Star Wars Scoundrels.
Professor Geek says, I apologize in advance for Big Al's posts. I guess he means in the Facebook group. I don't think Big Al has posted anything.
If you don't like Baby Yoda Pez, then you just don't know what fun is.
Okay, I must have missed that one. I'll have to go back and look at that one.
It's just Pez is coming out with Mandalorian and a Baby Yoda Pez, and Baby Yoda Pez is a little smaller one that's cute. But yeah, and then Friday night, the Fan Man is going to do something. I'm not quite sure yet. He was leaning towards a possible DC animated film, I believe. But this is the Fan Man. He changes his mind all the time. And let's not forget the Fan Man's Tuesday and Thursday Second Cup Cafe, usually around 11 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. A great show.
Okay. And then next week,
Saturday, we on my channel, Big Al presents a rewatch of the 1983 fantasy film Krull.
I swear, I thought we had already done this one, but even if we did, I would be fired up just to watch it again. I love it.
Underrated, did not do well when it was out. I just think it's a fun film. You got a young Liam Neeson, a young Robbie Coltrane. You have Kenneth Marshall, who would later appear on Deep Space Nine as a villain who would use Les Miserables reference to when he's dealing with Cisco. I don't know if you remember that. And just a real fun film. Looking forward to watching that again.
And did you mention David Batley?
Professor
Turkentine from Willy Wonka.
For Willy Wonka, David Batley is in it, playing the
shape-shifting magician. I can forget his name.
Yeah, I can't remember. But it's like a long name because a longer name has to give people weight. You know, he's not like tall. He's not like the tall Cyclops with a short name. He needs a bigger name to make. You know, give him great. It's a great little thing. I've already got my my avatar already. It's disturbing to look at, actually.
I thought it looked really good.
It looks cool. It looks cool, but it is slightly disturbing to see that when I did to it. But yeah, the picture's all ready to go. So yeah, looking forward to Crawl. That's going to be a lot of fun. Good fun 1980s sci-fi, and how it links with Forbidden Planet. We go from the Krell, now we're going to Crawl.
Oh, a little bit of a stretch, but I dig it.
There you go. That's how you get there.
And I just added all of the links for Professor Geek, Big Al, Sound Engraver, and Troy in my description for this rewatch. So you'll have to refresh your screens, I think, to be able to see it, but I linked those there so that you have them.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, I see it there.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know if you all had to refresh or not. I had to in order to see them.
Very, very clever. Okay, yeah.
And of course, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, hit notification buttons for all of us. We do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
One more thing. Next Sunday is Mr. Matchstick's. We watched the first 6 episodes of Goblin Slayer.
That's next Sunday. Yep. Let me drop that in really quick.
That's the Weeb Watch.
Yeah.
The Weeb Watch. 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 We're watching anime.
Oh gosh.
I had to go the full length on that one.
There we go. Mr. Matchstick's channel. There we go. And Mr. Matchstick, are you going to be having a guest host as well on that channel or on that Weeb Watch? Is that going to be a regular thing? Because I'd like to be able to let everybody know about that in advance if we can.
Yeah, see that the last one was Mr. Matchstick and
Wolf 10 Media.
Yeah.
Will Wolf 10 Media be a regular on the Weeb Watches?
I mean, those two together, they know so much about.
They know their stuff. Yeah.
It's like, wow.
And it was really kind of neat to hear Wolf 10 Media's a voice. By the way, so I just saw in the communication between Wolf 10 Media and Aged Boomer, Wolf 10 Media, I guess, will be joining us tomorrow night. So be able to hear his voice if you didn't tune into the Weeb Watch last week. So.
Yep, and of course the big event for the coming week in the real world, Professor Geek is visiting Big Al again.
Woo-hoo!
Oh wow! Okay,
yeah.
So let us know when that's happening, so we know that we can run ramshackle in the Facebook group again.
Yeah, he's coming up Monday. That's the plan. So
cool. What is the plan? What do you get? What is he working on?
He's going to be getting all the books that I'm getting rid of. He's going to be taking them and trying to see if we can make a few bucks on eBay.
There you go. Oh, so he's going to be putting them up on eBay.
Yeah, and I'm hoping he could take the CDs too. There's some fun CDs in there. I'm giving away a lot of good stuff. Some Celtic, some Christmas, some classical, some little of this, a little of that. Making some rough choices on some of them today.
I think, Professor, you should make sure that you share the links to those auctions in the group. Then we can share them with other people, and they can share them, and so on and so on and so on.
You can actually do a Facebook store, I guess you can say it. So sell them on Facebook. So since we're all there,
if that's not too technical for you, Professor.
Yeah. But yeah, he's doing me a big favor because it's something I've never sold anything online, so I don't know, and plus I really can't arrange the shipping and get all that stuff done. I'm just not able to do all that. So, but like I said, what doesn't sell goes to Goodwill. So support your local thrift stores.
There you go.
And you never know what you might find. You might find a Big Al book that has been touched by me. And
Will you put an autograph in it if somebody from the group buys it?
well,
He's like, oh, maybe I will now.
didn't think about that. Be a little,
Professor
although
Geek says, get ready for another beating, Al.
yeah. Relentlessly beat.
Relentlessly. He's beating me relentlessly.
Actually, fun fact: some of the CDs does have my name on them because I had because they were promo CDs that I had to claim, so I wrote my name on them. And
That's cool.
some of them are pre-autographed.
Wow.
And some of them might have someone else's name on them that I just like stole because
Because he stole them.
well, I had first dibs, and some of
The
the
professor's like, wait,
tried
you have me selling.
to go around me. I'm like,
Petty
"You're
larceny."
not getting the first thing. Just a couple of them.
Just a couple of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple of them I had to pull rank to get.
So
There
now
you
we
go.
got L on video, or voice-
Audios, and I stole these and I'm
Nope.
reselling them.
Petty
I
larceny.
did not steal anything. They were my responsibility, and I got to divvy them up. And I had a few people just got a little out of line,
And so
and
you kept them.
started to claim them when they shouldn't have because I had first dibs. Why? Because I was the manager.
There
I
you
had to
go.
pull rank on a few things.
Yeah.
That's the story, and he's sticking to it.
Yeah. Literally, like now I came across one and I'm like, I remember this conversation at the store. I'm like, dude, I really want the CD. Please let me have it. And I did
Now,
say,
see,
please
those are
let
the
me have
kinds
it.
of
It's
those
all right
those
about it.
memories. They mean something to you. They won't mean something to the person that it's going to.
I know.
That's the crummy thing.
It's kind of funny, though. I doubt it. I don't even know if anybody's going to get that one. But it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny when I came across it. It just rang that memory bell.
That's fair.
Awesome.
So that's it.
Yeah. There's nothing.
That's our weekend review, huh?
Seems like
Seems to be.
Okay.
Okay, well, guys, thanks again for joining us. I hope you had a lot of fun. I mean, we certainly did. This is one of those quirky movies that it's like, when you watch it, you're like, oh, wait, yeah, I remember that bit, and I remember this bit. And then when it all comes together, it's like, yeah, this is how this all works. I love that. So hopefully, like I said, you enjoyed yourself. You had a really good time. Again, thank you for joining us today. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. I'm missing a couple there. Also, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit notifications for all of your favorite YouTubers that are here. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Hope to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
do you know that guy left 12 years before Buck Rogers showed up?
Oh, jeez.